Good afternoon. Welcome back to Tea's Veggies. My name is Natasha and I'm on the island of St. Martin in the Caribbean. And I'm on the front side of the island. Island is divided in two parts. What did I want to tell you today? Actually, we're gonna do a little checkup on the plants and basically speak a little bit about gardening by the moon. I've been doing that since January, and I want to say how I feel that it's going. So, in order to say how I feel that it's going, it's best to check with the plants. I feel that the gardening by the moon has been going well. This is my dad's little project. So, he was digging up a piece of concrete that was holding a clothesline at one point. So, there's a big hole that will need to be filled with soil. I feel that the plants are doing well as I'm following all of the dates as to when to plant, when to transplant, when to feed the plants. For me, it's been working out well. Like one example is this plant, I followed the date. This is a lime tree. I followed the date for me to transplant it, and I also followed the feeding date. And all of these light green leaves, all of these are new growth, lots of new growth. And I feel that when I follow the days to transplant as well for my seedlings, I feel like I see a big difference. Now, this is a struggling eggplant. This is one that has nothing to do with days of transplanting, planting, anything. I wasn't gardening by the moon at that point. So, the poor plant, it struggles, but it gives me some eggplants from time to time. So, I'm not too bothered about that. Another good example is right here. I have my plants and they're doing well. Oh, here I do see. Now this is eggs or something from some insect. So I'm just gonna get rid of those. I could even see the beginning of a zucchini right here. But I was just here yesterday looking at these and we had nothing like this. So something passed across and was chomping on the plants. But everything, for the most part, looks healthy. These, I think, are Armenian cucumbers. All I have for now are male flowers. So male just have the stem, and then the female would have the cucumber under it. So I don't have any female flowers as yet. But I could say that I find everything is looking really healthy. Look over here. Look at my peppers. I find they are doing well. These are starting to come out. I don't know if these are cayenne, but these might be cayenne. I'm happy to see that. This one, did any start to come out as yet? Yeah, this might be the same variety. And this is a seasoned pepper, I think. I always tell it's a different pepper with a variegated. Well, this is not variegated. But the leaves are completely different. They're not as smooth as the other one. So for me, I think it does well for the garden. I see better harvest. Now, then there are areas that things don't grow well. So then that has nothing to do with garden by the moon. Like in here, it's like a rough area. This is next to the salsa tree. This is a rough area. But I still see some of the cucumbers have come up, but they're not doing very well. I'm not giving up. I'm continuing planting, and I feel like I'm seeing results. This eggplant was here long before I started gardening by the moon, but I guess it's just a prolific plant, so that's why it continues producing over and over. Right now, There are no eggplants on it, but there are flowers and lots of them. So soon I will give another flush of eggplants. So this one has nothing to do with gardening by the moon. But I think I could see lots of production. Now, gardening by the moon is not something that started recently. It's something that farmers have been doing, I think, from the 1800s. And depending on the phase of the moon, they know when it's ascending, when it's descending, and what effects it has on the plants. So I just enjoy what things are looking like. So I just do a little maintenance as I'm passing. Look at these beautiful peppers. These beautiful peppers. I'm just going to pass in different areas. Oh, let me show you the other plants that I had transplanted. I'll walk over to those. This section is where I put in these two plants, and for those who did watch my videos, they were tiny little plants when I put them in. And this sugar apple even wanted to try to put on blossom. I don't know how come. So I'm just looking to see at the other ends of the plant what's going on. But yeah, oh yeah, here's another blossom. I don't know how this plant feels that it wants to blossom already, but if it wants to. This is a red sugar apple. So this was transplanted when it was transplanting time. Going well. The sauce up as well as these two papayas. I must say that they get neglected sometimes because they kind of a ways off from the rest of the garden. But I'm going to try water them in. So I'm watering as I'm filming. There's an explosion of growth that happened around here, and I did plant when it was time to plant. In previous videos it was quite empty, and I have a few that survived here, but I don't know what exactly happened on this front side. So I must say that I can see a difference, and I'm happy about it. The gardening by the moon, I feel is doing well for the garden. It's causing it to really do well, and what I wanted to do is to do well, do exactly just that, and produce loads of food. It's raining, it's drizzling. I'm grateful for it. I was just trying to do this video and water a bit. I guess the rain will just do the rest for me. Okay, it seemed like it was a passing shower, so I'm still gonna water in a little bit before I leave. I realized that I never ended the video, so basically my conclusion is gardening by the moon seems to do wonders for the garden, and I think I'm going to continue with this method. I see better production. I see the plants doing well. It keeps me on a schedule as to when to plant, when to fertilize, when to transplant, and I'm very happy about it. I think I'm seeing more the fruits of my labor because of it. So I want to say thank you again for joining me. Thanks for watching my videos. Thank you to all my new subscribers. I appreciate you all. Thanks to all who comment religiously on every video. I am so happy to have you a part of my community. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, and share the video with anyone else that loves gardening. Bye bye.